बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय।
धन्यवाद माननीय वाकर साहब। श्री एम षणमुगम, श्री एम षणमुगम, 14 minutes.
Thank you. Thanks, sir. 14 minutes. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity to speak on the debate on the working of the Ministry of Home Affairs. The main task of this ministry is to maintain internal security, and towards the end, they have the armed forces like CRPF, CSF, etc. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs, its reported 2018, observed that there is a long duration of working hours for the Jawans, running up to 14 hours and no holidays. There are a lot of vacancies to be filled in the central police forces, as there is 19% of vacancies CSF and 10% of vacancies in CRPF, etc. Because of work stress and burden, they are mentally stressed, and the suicide rates are also higher among the central forces. In the last 5 years, 730 Jawans have committed suicide, and last year the figure was 134. I would therefore urge the Honourable Home Minister to ensure that proper working conditions are provided to the police Jawans and to fill all the existing vacancies so that they do not overstrain in the duties. There is a provision of budgetary funds, modernization of police force, namely for purchasing modern weapons, surveillance equipment, protective gears, etc. But the utilization is very poor in 23-24, only 48%. 24-25, only 61% were spent. When the state like Tamil Nadu are asking for more funds, modernization of state police, I do not know why the Honourable Minister is not giving funds to instead of surrender the amount. In the year 2023, Honourable Minister took pride to replacing 3 British-era criminal laws like Indian Penal Code, Code of Criminal Procedure, the Indian Evidence Act, and replacing Bharatiya Nyaya Sankhita Nagrik and other Sanskrit names, which 50% of the people are not able to understand what is it. Even High Court judges have observed that there is a lot of confusion. Lawyers have demanded for more time to put them into force. I would therefore urge the Honourable Minister, when the nation is very big and a lot of languages are spoken in the people, as mentioned in the 8th schedule of the Constitution, the Hindi is being imposed by way of Sanskrit, the title to these 3 laws. Another major concern is rising cyber crimes in the country. Criminal activities like electronic hacking, credit card fraud, child pornography, virus attacks are to be addressed by the Union government. They should strengthen the cyber security infrastructure, raising public awareness, effective implementation of cyber security measures. Once a cyber crime is reported, the agency should respond immediately, and all measures to track that link should be taken so that there will be differences among the perpetrators of such crimes. Disaster management is one in domain of the Home Ministry, and we from coastal area states are subject to natural disasters like cyclone and floods. For providing relief of the disaster-affected people and to restore infrastructure, our state government demanded nearly ₹36,000 crores for disaster management fund, but you have released only 270 crores, which is why this kind of stepmother treatment towards the BJP state like non-BJP state like Tamil Nadu. Jammu and Kashmir has been made a union territory by abrogating Article 370 and downgrading the state. At the time, the Honourable Minister has given assurance that Jammu and Kashmir would be given the status of the state at the earliest. Now, more than 5 years passed. and a popular government is functioning there. But they are not able to function effectively because of the UT status. On behalf of my DMK party, I urge upon the minister to fulfill the assurance given by the Parliament and make JNK a full-fledged state this year itself. Manipur. In early 2023, Manipur began witness ethnic violence between Kuki and Maitri communities. More than 250 people were burnt alive. Besides, 60,000 people have been refugees in their own state of Manipur. Schools have been damaged and churches were demolished. Many of their belongings have been badly destroyed. Unfortunately, our Prime Minister has not visited the state so far to make efforts to bring peace there, to share their sorrows and assure the victims of their rights. It is very unfortunate and should be condemned, especially when he has time to go around the world. On February 13, 2025, Manipur was brought under the President's rule, recognizing that their own BJP Chief Minister totally failed in the administration and acted in a partisan manner inside the violence. I would urge upon the Honorable Home Minister to take urgent measures to bring peace and harmony of the northern state. The census. The Union government has not yet started the census enumeration despite the end of COVID pandemic 2022. The distribution of the subsidized food NFS Act is currently based on the population figure 2011 census. However, the population has crossed 140 million. Now, the Union government is weaponizing the southern state that a delimitation exercise would be started and the northern state which have failed to family planning targets would be awarded with more number of Lok Sabha seats. It could also be affect the representation of the various states in legislative assembly seats. Our Honorable Chief Minister Tamil Nadu, through M.K. Stalin, has expressed serious concern over the matter and has called for the meeting of the states which are likely to be affected by the delimitation exercise on 22nd March 2025. Many state chief ministers, leaders, oppositions in respective state assemblies have expressed desire on attending the meeting. But surprisingly, to my unstarred question, question number 1713, dated 13/3/25, tabled in Rajya Sabha, Honorable Law Minister Sri Arjun Ram Meghwal says the ministry has not received any communication about such concern. At the same time, when the Honorable Home Minister Sri Amit Shah came to Chennai, 7th March 25, he said there won't be any decrease in the number of Lok Sabha constituency in Tamil Nadu, but it has created more confusion than solution. Southern states like Tamil Nadu have apprehension in that delimitation based on the latest population data will reduce our representation in the parliament, weakening their political influences. We would demand that in case of increasing the strength of Lok Sabha constituency, it should be in pro rata basis. I request the Honorable Home Minister has to enumerate the points during his reply. I would demand that the population figures for determining the number of Lok Sabha constituency should be frozen in 1971 census data at least for another 25 years. Citizenship Amendment Act was passed by the Parliament despite the vehement opposition of the bill. Consequently, there was a lot of agitation and apprehensions created among the minority community. It confers Indian citizenship for persecuted refugees of religious minorities from Islamic countries, Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan, who arrived in India by 2014 The eligible minorities were stated Hindus, Sikh, Buddhists, Jain, Parsis or Christians. The law does not grant such eligibility of Muslims from these countries. Additionally, the Act excludes 60,000 Sri Lankan Tamil refugees who have lived in India since 1980s. The Act was the first time that religions had been overtly used as a criterion for citizenship. We demand that minority Muslims community, along with the Sri Lankan refugees, should also be included CAA by bringing suitable amendments. Sir, the government of Tamil Nadu sent a proposal to finding lasting solution Sri Lankan Tamils who are in refugees camp and outside, enabling citizenship and overcoming barriers. The Tamil refugees came to India from 1983 onward in phases. As they fled ethnic persecution with a grave threat to their lives, since they came in emergency, they did not wait for a visa or did not bring travel documents. They have been accommodated and cared for decades in camps and outside as per the processes established in consultation with the Home Ministry regarded. There is a dire need to have compensation and practical approach to grant long-term visa because it is established that they meet all the criteria laid down. Long-term visa as they had fled due to violence and ethnic persecution in their country, arrived without passports and treated as refugees in India, they should be branded as illegal migrants. Hence, Ministry of Home Affairs order issued 23rd September 1986 should be reviewed and rescinded. I would therefore urge upon the Honorable Home Minister that they have allowed to apply for the Indian citizenship long-term visa status based on the provisions of the Citizenship Act to resolve their current challenges as they are languishing the camps and outside the more than 40 years. Center-state relation. It is known to whole House that this BJP government is treating non-BJP ruled states as second-class citizens and discriminating the allotting funds under various programs. Our Prime Minister has talked about the cooperative federalism. There is a cooperative federalism. Governors of the non-BJP ruled states are being used as an agent of the union government. The Supreme Court already passed severe structure against many state governors for not functioning under the constitutional principles and indulging the
माननीय सदस्य, ये मैंने पहले व्यवस्था दी है,
many commissions
authenticate करेंगे आप।
constituted in the past for improving the center-state relationship, but now the center-state relations are loggerhead. We take any issues, either sharing the GST revenue or sharing the funds of the state under the central-sponsored scheme MGNRA, PM-SRI and Samakra Shiksha. I would urge upon the government to follow up the federal principles, enshrine the Constitution, and to treat states as equal partners in the growth of the nation. If the states are developed,
भाषण समाप्त हुआ माननीय सदस्य।
only in the nations.
धन्यवाद। Thank you.
Without the
श्री संजय सिंह।
Sir, once again I request.
कृपया समाप्त। Thank you. धन्यवाद। बैठिए, प्लीज। श्री संजय सिंह, हाँ बैठ।
धन्यवाद मान्यवर, आपने मुझे गृह मंत्रालय की